Okay, so how can we craft a successful relaunch of your home business? Okay, this is very important if it's kind of stagnated, you've plateaued, you're just not really feeling what you're doing right now. Maybe it's time to freshen things up, get some new life, some new momentum. It's going to be a whole bunch of wasted time unless you follow what I'm about to give you in this training. So let's make sure if we are relaunching your business, if we're doing it the right way, we're going to gain new results, better results, and make some improvements. I mean, there's no point putting a bunch of time into something to settle right back into that same result, right? So let's look at number one. First thing you want to understand is, why are you doing the relaunch, okay? If it's just that you get bored when you've done something for a while and it's lost the newness, not a good reason to relaunch, right? If it's just that, you know what, you're trying to procrastinate and avoid the difficult work that needs to be done so you can do comfier, more fun stuff like creating new logos and things, not the right reason. So what I would say to you is, think about the specific reason why you are looking to relaunch your business. It should be for a level of improved results. It should be because you believe that what you are doing you can do better on now you've grown as a marketer or as a business owner. You can offer more value. If there's no value to you or value to your audience, it's just an excuse to waste time. So I don't want you to do that. So let's think of the reason why first. Now, if you have the right reasons, I would recommend this. I saw this on Sam Ovens' video. I thought it was great. He said, imagine you're on a desert, this is a tree. Imagine you're on a desert island, it's a palm tree. You didn't come here for the drawings. Okay, you're stranded on a desert island. There's shelter because you've got the palm tree, but there's no food or water, only through this pipe. There's a pipe that goes off into the ocean, into the distance. You can't see where it begins. You can't swim so far out. All you see is the island. You have the palm tree, but in order to survive, out of this pipe every day comes fresh water and fresh food. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to survive, hopefully long enough to get rescued. Now, what we don't want to do is, if we're saying to ourselves, I want to rebrand, I want to relaunch, I want to change what I'm doing or stop what I'm currently doing, that's the equivalent of you saying, I'm going to build a new food pipe, right? I want to adjust the food pipe. I want to shine it up. I want to make it different. I want to move the position of the food pipe, right? Don't mess with the food pipe if that's keeping your business alive. If you want to relaunch your business, start to think about ways that you can transition that relaunch. Start to think about some dates in your diary where maybe you could get ahead with your existing approach. So maybe if you're using content or whatnot, you can pre-schedule in advance with that so your existing business keeps on growing, and then instead of a relaunch of this, what you're doing, it could be an additional avenue that you take. Do you see the difference? You may say to yourself, well, I want to sponsor some people into my business, Richard. I want to create some more revenue in my product sales. Okay, but if you're already getting results with something, don't fill in the food pipe before you know this one is going to give you better results, right? Find a way to keep that one open before you start messing around with your own food pipe, because you could build it and it could be useless. It could be full of salt water. It could collapse. You could not even get it in the right place. Right? You don't want to be stood looking into an empty food pipe saying, I thought this would work, and meanwhile you cast this one off into the ocean. That's not a good idea, right? So don't, remember my words, don't mess with the food pipe. They're not my words, they're Sam Ovens' words actually. So next thing you can do, if you are going to relaunch, you're saying, okay, Richard, I'm going to abide by those rules, I'm going to play it smart, then think about things you can change, such as the logo. Logos, you want to change the appearance of, let's say, you know, the type of text you use, the type of colors you're using, the type of photos you're using, you know, the feel. If someone's coming over to something and you want it to feel new, well, make it feel new, right? If you wanted to relaunch your car, you'd have it cleaned, you may have it resprayed, you'd maybe change the wheels, you'd give it a service. You wouldn't just drive it back up to the driveway and go, I say it's new, so it's new. It wouldn't work, right? So the feel of it. Maybe you give it a name. Maybe if you're in a network marketing business, you develop a team name. So you can start to say, you know what we're doing, okay, fair enough, but now let's have a team name. I created one called Team Begin Living. I used to be part of a team called Team Start Living. See where I got the idea from, right? I've seen, all sorts of names in teams, right? It brands that team. It gives it a feel like it's a tangible thing. So if we're relaunching our business, we can give it more feel of being tangible by giving it a name, okay? Also, like the bio, the about. What are you looking to accomplish? Someone should be able to read in one sentence what this relaunch is about, what this new team or this new product or this new approach is. Because if they come and they read the same information, it's just a change of colours, it isn't going to be enough. So what is the actual summary of what this new relaunch is? Why is the team different? Why is your approach differently? What are you doing new? Right? Change how you describe who you are and what you do in order to make sure that you follow through in the right way. Okay? Next thing we want to do, which is more important than the stuff that I just mentioned. Logos, appearance, makes a difference, but we really need to dig into your offer, your audience, I'll put AUD for audience, your solution, and underneath all of that is positioning. Okay? This positioning holds up the other three because who is showing what is more important than the what. Let me say that again in a better way. The who is more important than the what. Loads of people have great network marketing businesses, loads of people have great products, great services, but it's who they are that's repelling people. So you need to make sure that you have a brand. You need to make sure that you are positioning yourself to win by branding yourself, by the way you communicate, by what you offer, by your messaging, your marketing. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do with that. But are you going to position what you've got in a different way? Because if it's the same old spammy tactics or the same old amateur methods, but now you want to call it, team professional success, I'm going to have a team that brings in action takers, but I'm going to market and position it in my same old amateur ways. Well, it isn't going to work, is it? You can make a great looking logo all you like, that's as far as they're going to get. Great logo, and then they move on, right? We don't want to have that. So then when we've got the right positioning, when we're relaunching, what is the new offer? What is the new audience? Or what is the new solution? It can be an existing audience, but it must be a new offer or a new solution. It can be a new audience, but it must be different. Again, these are the two pieces. We can't keep these the same and expect people to think it's a relaunch. Well, it's the same offer to the same people trying to solve the same thing. We have to change at least one of these, preferably two, other than your audience, maybe all three. Right? If you don't have an audience right now, that's the place to start. But if you already have one, definitely need to change these two. At least one of them. I mean, come on, man, don't be lazy. What are we offering them? Who are we offering it to? What is that solution? What is it going to solve for them? And how are we positioning that? That is more important than anything for the launch, the relaunch. Now, let me give you some specific tactics alongside these concepts that you can use. I suggest having a pre-launch. This is where either for free, if it's possible, or for a great deal, you go all out to bring in a handful of people before the launch goes live. So this is where your passion, your enthusiasm, your messaging all comes into play. I've got something I'm bringing out 4 weeks from now that's going to be a big deal because of this, this, and this. It's going to be a great opportunity for you if you're involved now because of this, this, and this. So if you get in now, we'll build that together. I've got a lot of success using that method with releasing products, with coaching, with everything that I do. I always have a pre-launch where I let my closest audience in first. What that does is it gives them a great deal, rewards their loyalty, but also creates testimonials. Testimonials and adjustment. You may think your plan for your relaunch is fantastic. It may be a bunch of rubbish. I've done this. I've created a whole product, launched it to the marketplace. The marketplace said, terrible. When I started to do a pre-launch, I've never had a flop since. Always minimum of 5 figures every time I relaunch something, right? So if you do this, get a pre-launch, put people through the process that you're going to do massively on a bigger scale, ask them for a testimonial. Hey, listen, I'll let you in this for free, or I'll give you a better deal in return that you do a testimonial of your experience and what you liked about this, okay? Your own words, I'm not going to tell you, but you get that testimonial. Also, what did you like about it? What do you think could be improved? What do you think was unnecessary? What do you think is necessary and wasn't included? We can make these adjustments so when the actual relaunch, let's put relaunch, when that actually comes about, what do we have? We have the information that you've put together, but on top of that, you have a refined message based off these adjustments that you know is going to connect better with people because you've now got feedback, and also you have proof. So when you launch this, when you relaunch your business, you're like, hey everybody, you've rebranded who you are, the feel of it, the actual solution, the actual offer that's being made. It's brand new. It's a proper relaunch. You've probably branded the team or yourself, given yourself a different name, right? Not like Bob Smith, but I mean, you've given yourself a brand that you can get behind. You've now got a bunch of people that have been through the process, have helped you fix any problems so it's smooth, and you've now said, hey, listen, this person went through it, this person went through it, this person went through it. Look how much they benefited and what they gained. Much, much stronger position than you just coming to the marketplace saying, I think this will be cool, don't you? Isn't it, right? And then if you really want to turbocharge and get big momentum, what you can do is with that launch is you can have some kind of like affiliate competition. Give them a reward. Okay? So it may be a cash prize, it could be coaching from you, it could be some cool prizes. They don't have to be that expensive, people just want to win the prize, right? And you could say, listen, we got a 4-week launch or a 2-week launch. Whoever brings in the most people in the next 2 weeks is going to get X, Y, Z. Okay? I would also suggest the best way these works in network marketing is having something, a win per sign up. Because a lot of people, if you say the #1 recruiter, will they go, Jim's going to win, that always does. But if you can say something along the lines of, you know, you've got this prize, every time you sign somebody up, it's a ticket. So if you sign 100 people up, you've got a 100 better chance of winning, right? If you sign one person up, though, you're still in the draw to win the prize. So it helps people feel involved at every level. That's a great way to run an incentive in a team. So there's my advice for you, okay? You can really push this at the end with the launch, but if we see there's a lot more goes into a successful relaunch than just you thinking, I'm bored, I want to do something fresh. Let me just go on Fiverr and get a logo and that will do. Hopefully, if you take my advice and you incorporate these, you'll definitely see a much more significant result, better success, and I hope they were useful. If you want more great ideas and great techniques for you to build your business, especially in Network Marketer, particularly if you want to use building a brand, you want to position yourself and build an authority brand, which will attract people to your MLM, but it'll also allow you to open up other revenue streams and be way more secure and scale predictably. Go to richardmatheru.com. Bunch of stuff over there for you, ready to dive into. Free stuff, products, all sorts of stuff, resources available for you. As I always like to say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. Engage with this if you liked it, so I know to do more. That's the only way I know if you like the videos and podcasts, if you want more of them, is if you engage and let me know that. So please do that. And whatever you're doing, have a fantastic day. I hope you find this useful. Bye for now.